Welcome to the Pediatric Dermatology Research Alliance Getting to Know You series, Staff Edition. I'm your host, Jen Dawson, PEDRO's Outreach Manager, and with me today is PEDRO Fellow, Olivia Davies. Thanks so much for joining us, Olivia. Let's get to know you. So, tell me a little bit more about yourself and your background and how you became interested in Peds Derm.
Yeah, so I am a current fourth-year medical student at the Medical College of Wisconsin, and I became interested in Peds Derm and PEDRA during my research fellowship year with Dr. Dawn Siegel and Dr. PEDRO, who both specialize in pediatric dermatology, are heavily involved in PEDRA, and are leaders in the field.
I'm so excited to hear that you were inspired by founding members of PEDRA. That's so exciting. So tell me a little bit more about your fellow role.
Yeah, so as you mentioned, I'm the PEDRA Fellow. I'm actually going on my second year in this role. So some of the exciting aspects of my job include supporting the executive committee and the board of directors for PEDRA, as well as running all of PEDRA's social media accounts. So if you don't follow us yet on Instagram or Twitter, you can find us at PEDRA Research, and you can also find us on Facebook and LinkedIn, just a little plug there. And then finally, I support the annual pediatric guidelines projects awarded through PEDRA, as well as some miscellaneous initiatives.
Olivia, we just love all the great work you do to support our committees and especially with our social media. So what kind of experience do you bring to your role?
Yeah, to this role, I actually bring over a year of administrative support experience, having worked behind the scenes at the Center for Healthy Minds. That's a positive psychology lab run by Richie Davidson in Madison. And in addition to that, I bring a little scientific background in my role as a medical student and some knowledge of some larger scale PEDRA studies, such as the multi-center vascular overgrowth study.
That's so exciting. It's so great that you have this wealth of knowledge within you. So why do you like being a part of PEDRA?
Well, I actually love being a part of PEDRA because everyone is dedicated to the core mission of improving life for children with skin disease. This group is so innovative and dedicated, and there's so much genuine excitement whenever PEDRA does something. It's just been so fun to see our conferences, our presence, and our engagement grow over the past couple of years.
They are, all of our investigators, and you included, are such an inspiring group of people. We're so lucky to have such a strong network. What's your favorite thing about your job?
I love my job because I get to work with all of the people who make it possible, like you, behind the scenes. And as a hopeful future dermatologist, it's so fun to see all that goes into making multi-center studies work and work seamlessly. And then, all of our collaborations with patient-focused groups right now is just so exciting. It's just bringing everything back to the patient, and I love that.
I love that you brought up the patient focus. It's such an important part of the work that we all do, and I think something that really inspires all of us to keep doing what we're doing. So, okay, last question. Tell us something interesting about you.
Okay, something interesting about me is that I spent the year after graduating from college in Spain teaching English in Madrid.
Oh my goodness, in Spain for a year. Did you do any traveling before or after as well?
While I was there, I tried to travel as much as I could on the weekends, but it was just kind of immersing myself in the culture and really enjoying that experience.
Have you been able to get back there?
No, not yet, but plans are in place to hopefully go in a couple years.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Olivia. It's been so great getting to know you.
Thanks, Jen.